If you missed it last night, you decided not to watch the latest family meeting. All state of disaster measures have completely fallen away. President Ramaphosa announcing last night that government is lifting the national state of disaster. It means all alert levels fall away. We're not on level 1, we're not on any level at all. However, some measures are still going to remain in place during what we're calling a transitional phase, apparently. eNCA reporters out and about getting the views of South Africans, the most important people. Wibile Matlala is in Johannesburg. We spoke to her earlier. Let's go over to Slindelo Masikane in Polokwane for us now. Slindelo, good morning to you as well. And what has the reaction been so far from where you are? Because there's still quite a bit of confusion about the mask issue, isn't there?
Well, of course, mixed reactions coming from different sectors in society, rather, in terms of the end of the national state of disaster. What started out as 21 days ended up being more than 750 days of lockdown. And we know, of course, that it wasn't not for a good reason. You know, this was to mitigate the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. But certainly some quarters of society saying it's long overdue, others saying, is this ill-advised? We're on the streets of Polokwane this morning, where we are trying to get reaction from ordinary South Africans. Of course, you can imagine it's around 8 a.m. in the morning and people are busy making their way to work. But I'm going to try and speak to some of the residents here of Polokwane. Dumelang le kae?
Le kae, ma'am?
Ke teng ntate. Le utlwile hore ba re lockdown se fedile?
Yes.
Okay, how do you feel about that?
It's good on the other side because we will get our jobs back. Okay. On the other side, it is not. Because in our country, we don't have liquor control. People drink as they like, they walk as they like, and there's too much crime in the time of The other thing, during lockdown, foreign people were away. And that was good. In the Ronald control, there was no crime, there was no overcrowding of people.
So you were saying to me you wish that lockdown can happen every year?
Yes. In case of liquor control. On the other side of education is not good.
So are you hoping that now that the country is open, that more jobs will be created? Because a lot of people lost jobs over the past 2 years.
Hopefully so. We just wish our government can create more jobs for youth, especially for youth, because we are the ones that can create crime actively. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Me,
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, Mama. Tell me. Tell me, lockdown
I feel happy, and I thank God at the other side. Maphelo a mantši re bona a sa re savile nka no re nna ka family ya ka ke bona ke leboga mogao ke bone letsogo la modimo so ka lockdown e ke lebeletse batho ba bantši ba feletse ke mebereko, so now ke dumela gore batho ba tlo boela meberekong, di-business tša rena di tlo bulega, ra catera re be re eme o sa diege. So now ke kwisha re tlo bereka. I'm happy, but re tlo no tswela pele re apara mask.
So o sharp wena ka mask, a o batlo stop ho apara mask.
O bona di kgodinyana jana tje ke tlo no tswela pele ko apara, mara September, October, November ke tlo fosha. Ke nyakwa make up.
Okay, o batla make up.
Ke boelle be nna. You see? Yeah.
Ntate wena o jwang? How do you feel? Bare lockdown say fedile. Bare lockdown fedile wena o sharp country.
Ina be sharp ka hore a rene mebereko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing for sure, Mari, the government at least you can do your name for ina aya ka ba la ra ne di pampiri cham. Ke mo re taka ra mere. Yeah, sasa e la pishiji.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Papa.
Thank you.
All right, guys, some mixed reactions. In fact, some people quite enjoyed having the lockdown. I'm going to move towards another street vendor. Hopefully we can get some reaction from them as well. But the main concern now for many of the South Africans I've spoken to here in Polokwane is the issue around job creation. We know that COVID-19 had a devastating impact on people's employment status. Many people have been left jobless. But move closer to this young gentleman here. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good. Tell me, were you listening to the president last night? Lockdown is over.
Yeah, I listened to the president, but I won't say the lockdown is over, because whatever he said yesterday, it is similar to what he said previously. We are still in our masks and everything. You know, the 50% of people going to the stadiums, and also the job opportunities. I didn't hear him saying anything about the interventions of that. And that is what we're desperately in need of. Because now, as you can see, I'm just selling some sweets here, but I'm qualified, I studied, I have the degrees and everything, but there are no job opportunities.
What did you study?
I did local and provincial government law.
Yeah. And how have the past 2 years been for you?
I lost my job in 2020, so you can imagine, after working for 14 years. So the past 2 years, it was like a disaster to me. As a family man staying with the kids, I have 3 kids and a wife. All of us, there is no income which is coming in, so it is devastating, to be honest.
All right. So moving forward, you would just like to see more job creation, more employment for young people like yourself?
Exactly, and also like us as street vendors, you know, to be given opportunities. Like I even tried to go to municipality to try to apply for a permit to sell on the street. Those things, they say they are closed until further notice. They don't know when. And then when I'm selling here, they come here, they take my stock and everything, stuff like that, which is devastating. Like if I have 500, I bought the stock, they come here, take it, and they say I'm not allowed to sell on the street. Where am I going to get another money to come and stock, and where am I going to sell these things? Because at the end of the day, regardless of COVID or whatsoever, we need food. Every day you must eat. Even if I can eat Nando's now in the morning, later I'm still hungry, I need something to eat. So job creation and then opportunity, like the freedom is supposed to be freedom. So they say we are in a freedom, but we are not free. I will say that in simple terms.
All right, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, Gareth, as you can hear, a huge concern for many South Africans is the issue around employment, and it remains to be seen really what kind of relief measures now that the COVID-19, the national disaster rather, those regulations are going to be done away with over the next couple of days. But we can see that employment, job creation, a big concern for many South Africans, because many of them lost their forms of income over the past 2 years.
It's been devastating as well. The national state of disaster, SLE lifted last night at midnight. I love what your last guest said now. We are supposed to be in freedom, but we aren't free.